Hey, good Thursday morning, folks. This is MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa with your morning weather update. And there's quite a bit going on in this weather forecast. Of course, we got the big Labor Day weekend coming up. What's the weather going to be like for that? I'm calling it 4 out of 5 stars. There is a shot of some rain Saturday afternoon, southwest lower, into Saturday night, southern lower. And then that moves out. There's also a shot at possibly significant northern lights show. I have a post up on MLive about that, talking about that. Of course, in the south, you have a lesser chance of seeing it, but they're saying anywhere down to about Bay City and Muskegon, the northern lights could be quite visible. And the clearing skies, the clear skies up north would bode well for it. Also, no moon, or what's called a new moon, which means, in my mind, no moon, would be a good thing also for that. And then, of course, we've got Hurricane Dorian that does all these weather systems, these tropical systems in the southeast have some impact on our weather. It would have impact on Labor Day in that it would pump up our air, warm it up a little bit more than expected right now, and bring us more sunshine. I'll give you an update on that. So let's get to it. Hey, good morning, Chris Rotasiak. Hopefully your summer is going well, and hopefully you've had enough rain on what crops you were able to plant. That was a tough, very tough spring. All right, so we're going through the day today, and what we have is a cold front. I'm giving you the big picture, okay? So here's a cold front, here's Dorian, and out here are the disturbances that could come toward us on Saturday night, Saturday afternoon, Saturday night. And remember, I have to show you the U.S. model. We can't show you the European model. The U.S. model upgrade, I am not impressed at all with in our area. I'm worried about the winter. Now, one of the big upgrade features supposedly is a track of hurricanes and tropical systems at 3, 4, 5 days out. So the U.S. model has had a much different track than this new upgraded, but we'll get back to our area. So this is a cold front coming through this evening, and it has a line of showers and thunderstorms with it, and then it pushes on to the south, and we go into Friday, and Friday looks gorgeous. Here's Dorian down to the south. And Saturday, now again, this U.S. model is probably missing a disturbance that's out here and moving across southern lower. The European has it. SM MIDI wants to know why we can't show the European model. The European model is paid for in a much different way. It's a private entity, and countries and companies and whatnot all pay for it to be run. To redistribute it, you actually have to pay. So for me to see raw data before it's analyzed, I have to pay $200,000 a year. And then for me to redistribute it to you, the licensing fee is $40,000 a year. So when you see them show that on the Weather Channel to you, somebody has paid $240,000. The Weather Channel obviously paid that. When you see it on TV stations, which have been able to start showing the European, they have a fee from their graphics vendor. So in other words, it's quite pricey. So we got to go with this, and I just kind of have to talk you around it. Okay, so this is Saturday, and even if the rain comes through on Saturday, it should be out by Sunday. Again, here's Dorian, and then we get into Labor Day and nothing really going on. So I guess the thing is a pretty nice weekend, and I will update you on the possibility of rain. Let's take a look here at Dorian from the U.S. model, and it is now expected to be a major hurricane when it hits the Florida or the southeast coast somewhere. There's still quite a bit of uncertainty as to exactly where it goes. So I'll follow that with you on the weekend. And this U.S. model takes it up into the southeast and then slowly diminishes it. Okay, here's a little closer look at home. And this is the radar forecast for 4 o'clock, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So a couple of quick batches of thunder showers. Hey, good morning, Elizabeth Dixon from Caro. And we go through Friday, good weather, and we go into Saturday. And this model isn't that good out at the end of it at 60 hours, so it doesn't show a whole lot on Saturday as well. Well, yes, Jackie, I understand that, Northern Michigan. I can see it. See, I can see it off of this site, and I pay them. I just can't redistribute it. So I could redraw it, actually, which would be, quite time-consuming. So I just kind of have to talk you through it and hope that the GFS and the European agree most of the time. And most of the time they do in the short term. Okay, so here are the high temperatures for today. Yeah, we're looking at let's call it 78 to 82 across lower Michigan. Tomorrow, behind the cold front, a little cooler, still nice in the southeast. Hey, hello, Brittany from Traverse City. I'm hoping to be there this weekend. And then Saturday, about 70 degrees, pretty uniform. And Sunday, let's call it 70 to 75 degrees. And hey, Tanya Repke, if you're in the northern half of lower or the UP, I don't think there will be any rainfall. Okay, so I think you'll be okay. And here's Labor Day, temperatures upper 70s to near 80 degrees. And remember, one way that these tropical systems, strong hurricanes, affect our weather is that they blow up a high pressure ridge surrounding them, which would make it up to our area. So when I'm talking about Labor Day about 80 degrees, if this hurricane is indeed strong and into Georgia at that time, it would pump our temperature up to about 83 or 84. So you see about a 3 to 5 degree warming, and any type of rain chances are kind of killed off with a hurricane in the southeast. So here it is. Let's see if we got the latest, if we got anything new here. Bear with me a second. Nope, they're still looking at the, they're still there with the 5 a.m. advisory. All right, so this is the current official hurricane forecast. So it's a hurricane now. And then the M's mean it turns to a major hurricane, which I believe is Category 2, maybe Category 3. And then it comes on shore somewhere in Florida. Now remember, this is the cone of uncertainty. So what the Hurricane Center is saying is right now the confidence they have is that it would fall, that center would fall anywhere from Georgia anywhere along the Florida coastline. And of course, as it gets closer, that cone of uncertainty will become smaller. We'll be bad in Baton Rouge. Right now, Baton Rouge is not, it would have to do a lot of crazy things to get there. So, all right. So there is your forecast. I'll recap it for you. Kind of a crazy one today. A quick line of thunder showers coming through late afternoon into evening across lower Michigan. That's a cold front. Friday is an excellent day. And Saturday is an excellent day until some rain showers arrive late in the day southwest, overnight Saturday night in the south. Sunday and Labor Day, excellent days. And the Northern Lights show, if it happens, would be either Saturday night or Sunday night. We don't have the capability of telling which one. I had to remind somebody that this energy is shot out from the sun. You know how far the sun is away. It's traveling at thousands of miles an hour. The earth is spinning, and it has to hit the earth while we're facing it so that we can see the energy into northern lights. So it's kind of a guesstimate, okay? It's not really a very accurate forecast, but I'm amazed at the space weather meteorologists that they do it really, really quite well for those kind of distances and speeds. So we'll keep you updated on that. We'll keep you updated on Hurricane Dorian and, of course, on the chance of some rain on Saturday. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Thanks for joining me. Keep checking the weather with me here on MLive.